We understand that many folks have experienced significant floods in the past and that they may feel they can ride it out. The flooding levels we're looking at are potentially historic in nature, that if you have instructions to evacuate from your local authorities, please, please, please evacuate.
A plea from Washington Governor Bob Ferguson tonight as we continue tracking historic flooding across the region. Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Jessica Janner Castro. All of Western Washington is under a flood watch through Friday. Hundreds are already being evacuated. Governor Ferguson says he anticipates 100,000 people to be evacuated in the days to come. For those who haven't left their homes, preparation is the name of the game. Residents across parts of Western Washington are stacking sandbags and gathering belongings. We are seeing impacts across Western Washington, stretching from Lewis County to the Canadian border. And King 5 has you covered. We have team coverage tonight. Natalie Swaby is covering evacuations across the state. Connor Board is walking us through the new evacuations called out earlier today in the South Prairie area. And Bridget Chavez is covering our highway closures. Natalie, let's start with you. You were at a press conference held by the governor earlier this afternoon. What did he say?
Well, Governor Ferguson is issuing a stark warning saying this situation could turn catastrophic. Now, we are here in Snohomish County and take a look at how the water is creeping close to properties out here on Pioneer Highway. There's also a blockade in the road, urging drivers not to go through. I want to show you some video from earlier. People who live in this area describe the uneasy feeling. The state is calling for a federal emergency status as floodwaters cause severe damage. Fur Island now has a road closure with National Guard troops operating an identification checkpoint. Level 3 evacuations force families to grab what they can and go. In Skagit County, about 78,000 people live in the flood zone where evacuation orders are impacting neighborhoods. Now, authorities are bracing to shelter nearly 4,000 displaced residents. Entire communities just uprooted overnight.
I just want to emphasize that if you have instructions to evacuate from your local authorities, please, please, please evacuate. You know, your life is extremely important to us.
I know up in Darrington, one road got washed out. Coming down here, the soccer fields, I know they were flooded.
Now, the closures are multiplying. Road shutdowns doubled overnight. More than 30 routes are now impacted. The Skagit River is also testing newly repaired levees as back-to-back atmospheric rivers hammer the region. And as communities continue to deal with this impact, the governor is meeting with FEMA, and he says that he had a meeting today trying to push for that emergency aid. Live in Snohomish County, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
Natalie, thank you. Thousands in eastern Skagit County are under evacuation orders. Officials warn it could get even worse overnight. County leaders say this may be one of the most severe floods the region has ever seen. In concrete, the Skagit River is expected to crest above 46 feet, well past the record set in 2021. Residents in low-lying areas are urged to be ready to leave. And we heard from one man in Hamilton trying to check on his home blocked by flooded roads.
Though we're human and we have emotions and I want to cry, but you know, my house is underwater and I don't know what's left. It's a lot of money that we spent, and not only that, but a lot of time, and you know, I'm glad that me and my family are safe.
Evacuation notices are in place county-wide for areas inside the 100-year floodplain. Residents are being directed to the county's flood website and hotlines for the latest maps, shelter locations, and road closure information. If you are in need of somewhere to stay but don't know where to start, Red Cross has a map of shelters open on their website right now, and you can see which location is closest to you. Just type in redcross.org/gethelp. The Red Cross takes everyone who needs help. Identification is not required. And for those impacted by flooding, U-Haul also offering 30 days of free self-storage and U-Box portable containers. 9 U-Haul locations across Western Washington are offering this service, including Burlington, Linwood, and Everett.